Rev up your engines!
Upper Robin 29 says, what do you think about buying a used Ford Crown Victoria Interceptor? Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking about buying a used cop car. Realize the police beat the heck out of their cars. So, they could be all worn out. If you don't mind putting some money into them, road test them first. You got to be able to road test them. And if you can road test it and see that everything works okay, you're still taking a little gamble. Let a mechanic scan it, like I said earlier, to see if there's any codes. But if you can get it cheap enough, and you want something that maybe you're going to tool around on the weekends, why not if you get it cheap enough? But don't think you're going to be able to buy one and then drive it 150, 200,000 trouble-free miles, because it's either going to need a transmission or an engine in a reasonable period of time, because the police beat the heck out of those things. And the reason they get rid of them is because they know they're going to fall apart after a certain period of time. Shane Hubbard says, Scotty, my 4-cylinder truck is getting horrible gas mileage. I clean filters, seafoam the gas tank. I smell a faint gas odor. I'm putting 20 to 40 bucks a week in the thing. Okay, bad gas mileage. The first thing you want to do is have a guy like me put a scan tool on. Look at the data. We road test the car for 15 minutes. We hook our scan tool up. Then we read the data, live in mode 6 data. That tells us a ton of if there's a problem with the MAF sensor, if the fuel injectors are spraying too much fuel, all kinds of stuff. And our equipment is so sophisticated, like I said earlier, it's color coded. And then if I see yellow or red, I know those areas have a problem. Then I know, okay, especially the red ones, that's a problem. That's why the gas mileage is bad. Maybe one of the fuel injectors is leaking. And our equipment is so sophisticated, it will show each cylinder. Say you got a 4-cylinder engine like you have. It'll show misfires for each single cylinder, when they happened, how rich or lean each cylinder is running, and we know a lot of information. We can figure out what's wrong with it. Start there, rather than just guessing. Eduardo Canite says, I have an Infiniti 2007 G35 Coupe that I let sit for a year. Will it start up? Any tips? Well, it probably should. I just did a thing on gasoline. How long should you let it sit? And the American Petroleum Institute says you shouldn't let it sit more than a year. And even then, it's good for 3 to 5 months unless you put fuel stabilizer in it. If you didn't, well, what the heck? Go in there and start it up. If it starts up and run, then drive it a bunch. And as soon as you can, when it gets down to half a tank or whatever, fill it up with Shell Super Unleaded. That's the best gasoline. As soon as you put new gas with old gas, it mixes immediately, and you're not going to have any problems with it. The good gas will mix with the old gas. A lot of times you won't have any problems at all. But you might have to either jump start or replace the battery, because a modern car is not made to sit that long. All modern cars have what's called battery parasitic drain. And some customers I have, if they let their car sit like a Mercedes for 3 weeks at the airport, it has to be jumped, because the parasitic drain from all the computers it has will drain the battery, and it might not start.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.